Good afternoon, Year 4s, and welcome to your times tables lesson for this afternoon. So today's lesson, we're going to be recognizing patterns in the 3 and 6 times table. And your success criteria is to understand the meaning of doubling, to recognize patterns in the 3 and 6 times tables, and to practice your fluency. And the vocabulary that we'll be needing is doubling and pattern. So we've looked at this before last week. So what does doubling mean? When we double a number, we add the same number together. For example, if we are going to double 5, we add 5 plus 5, which equals 10. Or if we're going to double 10, we add 10 plus 10. So have a think, what is double 3? So to work out double 3, we're going to have to add 3 twice. So 3 add 3 is 6. So double 3 is 6. Okay, so what we're first going to do is we've got the 3 times table and we've got the 6 times table. So I'd like you to pause the video and write out these tables in your books with the answers. Okay, so pause the video and have a go now. Okay, excellent. So let's go through the answers together. So we've got 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 3 is 12, 5 times 3 is 15, 6 times 3 is 18, 7 times 3 is 21, 8 times 3 is 24, 9 times 3 is 27, 10 times 3 is 30, 11 times 3 is 33, and 12 times 3 is 36. Okay, and then if we do the 6 times table, we've got 1 times 6 is 6, 2 times 6 is 12, 3 times 6 is 18, 4 times 6 is 24, 5 times 6 is 30, 6 times 6 is 36, 7 times 6 is 42, 8 times 6 is 48, 9 times 6 is 54, 10 times 6 is 60, 11 times 6 is 66, and 12 times 6 is 72. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do is very similar to when we did the patterns of the 2 and the 4 times table and the 4 and the 8 times table. Can you spot a pattern between the 3 times table and the 6 times table? So if you need to pause the video to have a think and to have a look at the pattern, do so now. But can you spot a pattern in the 3 and 6 times table? Okay, so there might be a few patterns that you've looked at. So the first pattern is that obviously with the 3 times table, we're counting in 3s. So we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, and it keeps going in multiples of 3. And obviously with the 6 times table, we're counting in multiples of 6. Okay, but what's really important to notice is that if we're doing 1 times 3 is 3, if we double 3, and we know that double 3 is 6 because we saw that on the previous page, then the answer is going to be doubled as well. So the answer to 1 times 3, double that, you're going to get the answer to 1 times 6. And the same works with all of them. So we're now multiplying by 3. So we double 3, which is 6. And then if we look at the answer, double 6 is 12. And the pattern continues for the rest of the times table. So for example, if you got a times table that was 8 times 6, you didn't know the answer to this, you could then say to yourself, okay, well, I know, if I know 8 times 3 equals 24, I also know the rule that if I double 3, it'll be 8 times 6. So that means I need to double my answer, and double 24 is 48. Okay, so there's just another strategy that you can use when working out your 6 times table. You can use the 3 times table to help you. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go on to Microsoft Teams, and there will be a quiz for you to do, which helps you recognize the 3 times table and the 6 times table, and to use your knowledge of the pattern that we've just looked at, the doubling pattern, to help you answer the questions. Okay, so have fun, and I look forward to seeing how many of you could do it in a really good time. So have fun.